On today's program, we'll commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States with the activist theme, We Carry the Dream by singer-songwriter Stephen Longfellow Fieke. And we'll hear the voices of Native American activists. Then we'll see the rainbow flag being raised again at Stonewall Memorial Park. After that, we'll experience the rise of gender equality over the past 30 years. Finally, we'll hear the inspiring anthem, Clarian Call, by singer-songwriter Norman Sirk.
Freedom Now movement, hear me. We are requesting all citizens to move into Washington, to go by plane, car, bus, any way that you can get there. Walk if necessary. We are pushing for jobs, housing, desegregated schools. This is an urgent request. Please join. Go to Washington.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slaves will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. My poor little children.
One fine summer day, 1963, the great march for civil rights took on Washington, D.C. They marched for freedom, they marched for jobs, they marched for dignity. They marched for the conscience of the nation, for justice and equality. $250,000 gathered there in Washington that day. You hear the Reverend Dr. King lift his voice and say, I have a dream, and we witnessed history. Now it's up to all of us to carry the legacy. So we're singing, we carry the dream of the way this world could be. We carry the dream of justice and equality. When we gather together, we find strength and unity. Yeah, we carry the dream. All people shall be free. From the streets of Birmingham to that Nobel Prize he won, Reverend King let freedom ring, shines his light for everyone. Now people anywhere who've been denied their rights find vision, strength, and inspiration to carry on the fight. So we're saying, we carry the dream of the way this world could be. We carry the dream of justice and equality. When we gather together, we find strength and unity. Yeah, we carry the dream. All people shall be free. You can't keep a baby from needing to be touched and loved. You can't keep the trees from reaching for the sky above, and you can't stop the river from rolling to the sea, and you can't keep the people from the hunger to be free. of justice and equality. When we gather together, we find strength and unity. Yeah, we carry the dream. All people shall be free. Shall be free. Shall be free. All people shall be free. We carry the dream. 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 Peace and justice. We carry the dream. Equality. We carry the dream. Human rights. We carry the dream. We carry the dream. We carry the dream.
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
A prayer camp is now set up at Fort Snelling, where Native activists are saying prayers for families impacted by ICE detentions. As Derek James shares, they're also calling attention to the site's painful history.
This sacred site for the Dakota and other tribes and the Whipple Federal Building are here on Fort Snelling, where the U.S. government killed hundreds of Dakota people and imprisoned more than 1,600 in the mid-1800s. Now, a camp with teepees and a prayer fire stands across from the ICE detention center with a focus on families and neighbors impacted by immigration enforcement. Who and what are you praying for?
Praying for my people to wake up. I'm praying for my people to speak up, to cast aside the things that have held us back and clean up our families. I'm praying for our people to be good relatives, to remember who we are. And I'm praying that our people can help people all across the world remember who they are.
Dakota descendant Alan Michael Owen says the fear and family separation happening now hits close to home.
It's horrible, not only on a conscious level for my neighbors, but on a personal level and what it does to my family and their perception of my safety.
Owen says what's happening today echoes generations of trauma for Indigenous people. But he believes prayer is action.
We're not going to tolerate our homes being invaded. As Dakota people, we're not going to tolerate this occupation any longer or silently. And so I think the humanity has come from not tolerating violence to our neighbors anymore. And that's what we're all here for.
And this group says they'll remain here to raise awareness of the government brutality happening again on this land.
As an Agichita, I'm going to stay here as long as my people need me here.
At Fort Snelling, Derek James, WCCO News.
Organizers say the prayer camp is open to the public and operates on traditional Indigenous customs with decisions made by consensus. They say supporters have been dropping off firewood and other supplies daily.
Tonight, the Pride flag is once again flying in the village after a day of protest at the Stonewall National Monument. The National Park Service replaced it earlier this week with an American flag. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo with the story from Stonewall.
They waited to capture it with eager eyes, yearning to see the moment a piece of their history. The flag that represents their pride was hoisted up again after being taken down.
It's an act of performative intimidation. It's kind of like in your face, we're going to do what we want.
That's how Mark sees what the Trump administration did when it had the pride flag at the center of the Stonewall National Monument removed earlier this week. Only the American flag, it said, could fly on National Park Service ground. But the symbol of the gay rights movement at a place that is significant to the cause is part of American history, Tracy says.
And so to remove the flag from Stonewall is to question the history, and it doesn't make any sense.
The LGBTQ community made sense of it by putting the pride flag back up the flagpole to fly side by side with the stars and stripes.
And this is our America too, and by God, that flag will go back up. For every flag you take down, 10 more will go up.
State and city leaders seized on sticking it to the Trump administration. The federal government's Department of the Interior, which oversees the National Park Service, said city leadership is out of touch. Quote, today's political pageantry shows how utterly incompetent and misaligned the New York City officials are with the problems their city is facing. But some New Yorkers insist it was the Trump administration's political stunt to begin with.
The president should focus on real issues, not bullshit and prejudice and bigotry and pettiness.
Local lawmakers initially reinstalled the pride flag on a separate pole, but protesters restrung it to the same pole that flies the American flag. The pride flag came down after President Trump ordered the removal of content from national parks and museums deemed divisive and anti-American. In the Village, Anthony Carlo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
In September 1995, governments and civil society converged in Beijing for the United Nations Fourth World Conference on Women, the largest global gathering on women's rights to that point. The Beijing conference was historic because it saw these many years of joint mobilizing transform advocacy into an architecture. The Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, which governments and civil society came together to co-create the most comprehensive framework for gender equality to date. And till this moment in time, it remains a comprehensive blueprint for action for governments, for civil society, and for all stakeholders to achieve gender equality in the world today. The world today is more equal for women and girls than it was in 1995. In the intervening years, in most parts of the world, women have won the right to vote, to study, to lead. And as we stand today, the world has adopted more than 1,591 laws to achieve gender equality. The proportion of women in Parliament has more than doubled. There are more girls in school than at any time in history, and they are now more likely to complete school than ever before. Maternal mortality has declined by nearly 40% between 2000 and 2023. Domestic violence has moved from the bedroom to the courtroom. Most countries have banned discrimination in employment. More countries than ever are considering the impact of environmental degradation on women and girls and reflecting gender equality in plans for climate action. And yet, as heads of state and government gather to commemorate the 30th anniversary of this blueprint for gender equality in the world, 1 in 3 women experience physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. Female poverty has hovered at 10% since 2020. If current trends continue, the world will reach 2030 with 351 million women and girls still living in extreme poverty. Already, 676 million women and girls live near conflict zones. And 64 million more female adults were moderately or severely food insecure than men in 2024. Climate change could push as many as 158 million more women into poverty by 2050. nearly half in sub-Saharan Africa. Generative AI could strip away 28% of women's jobs, compared to 21% of men's, with the deepest losses among young and educated women. Over these 30 years, the picture is clear. When governments act, when movements and civil society mobilize, change happens. When investment takes place in gender equality, change happens. Yet with all the evidence before us, the world spends $2.7 trillion on weapons while coming up $420 billion short on gender equality. For this UN General Assembly and the high-level meeting on Beijing Plus 30, the outcome is not simply a statement of intent. It must be a blueprint for action, and governments, through the commitments that they are making, will ensure that that action agenda brings to life the aspirations of women and girls and what they signed on to 30 years ago.
United States of America, I see my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty has wrought the children of me. Pilgrim's pride no more, muskets fired on mine as never before. Land where my fathers died, have let our children breathe one's last. Land of the noble, no more of thee I see. But now what can be? Can we turn the page? Can we see? Take to care for all, see the light will live to be. Hear the clarion call to take care of all. These United States of America can be for all. The future is up to thee. Shadows fall on broken dreams, but through the cracks the daylight gleams. Hands that build and hearts that bleed can still plant hope, can still sow seed. Take to care for all, see the light we're lit to be. Hear the clarion call to take care of all. These United States of America can be to thee. My country, tears of thee, let mercy flow like rivers free. A new dawn born from unity. Oh, say, can we still see? Take to care for all, see the light we're lit to be. Hear the clarion call to take care of all. These United States of America can be for all. The future is up to thee. The future
had the question, why are we fighting? Why is everyone killing each other and devastating the earth in the name of peace? I just deeply know that everyone comes into this life with a purpose and a gift to give and lessons to learn. And this was just my assignment. I mean, a focus of mine has been threefold. One is to see a Universal Day of Peace established. The second is that this idea of pathways to peace be more prevalent within humanity. And third, that a field of peace building would be established. We were needing to establish a field of peace building that involved what ordinary human beings are doing on a day-to-day basis, but there's nothing to call that field. Because if we are parenting in a way that is creating the best that a child can possibly bring into the world, their gifts, if we are contributing to our local community, if we are harmless towards self and others, if whatever we are doing, whatever pathway to peace we happen to be on, we are contributing to building a culture of peace, and we ourselves are peace builders. Because I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if we could have an identity that we each we know each other by, that is, I'm not this and this and this, I'm this, and I'm also a peace builder. And in addition, I'm contributing to building a culture of peace, not only for myself and for everyone in my life and my community, but for future generations. When any idea actually comes into manifestation and really is of short and long-term service to this planet within humanity, it has to be a group endeavor. It has to be cooperative, it has to be collaborative, and it has to eventually occur to more than one person at one time. And I said, what would you think if we all worked together with your particular ministries and with your nations, that we might create a Universal Day of Peace that could be adopted by a UN resolution? So that began in 1961. And 20 years later, a resolution was passed.
Well, peace means respecting other people's rights. There was the famous Mexican president, Benito Juarez, who said, el respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. Respecting other people's rights is peace. That's number one. Peace means a world without violence. And peace means a world that we not only care for each other, but that we also care for our earth, for Mother Earth, for our planet.
Well, you just asked me what peace means to me or why we need peace in the world. Well, I mean, A, who's for war, really? I mean, even the people that are for war will always tell you they're for peace. B, I think we live in an incredibly polarized world right now where everybody's fighting with everybody else, and there needs to be some common ground where people can sort of figure out any similarities that they have with each other. And it's a noble cause, and it's something to really try and do. I don't think the cynical part of me says it's not possible. The optimistic part of me says, yes, it can happen. So that's what peace means to me.
I've been speaking since I was 4 years old about peace. And I thought it was about time to sit down and put my thoughts in a book. Thoughts about little things that we do that keep that peace away from us. When was the last time you allowed yourself to adjust to the light that was inside of you? So you could see the courage, you could see the clarity, you could see the understanding, you could see the wisdom that you have in you. And if we can understand truly who we are and what this life is all about, then I think a fundamental change can be made possible. Hear yourself is really all about you as an individual. It's a story about you. It's a story that is a possibility that hasn't taken place but could take place. It is a story about peace. It's a story about joy. It's a story about a life fulfilled on the face of this earth. And that can be your story. I truly hope that anybody who comes across this book truly enjoys it and gives it that fair opportunity to just see how this book can inspire you to be in that moment, to be in that now, to be as you exist between the two walls of birth and death.
Thank you for watching Positive Spin. This show is made possible through the generosity of the Patty and Jack Wright Foundation and the Prem Rawat Foundation. Watch us on Free Speech TV, watch and subscribe to our previous episodes on YouTube, and please like us on Facebook and our other media platforms. I'm Bill McCarthy. Stay safe and healthy, and remember, everyone can create their own positive news.